Alrighty, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's get right in today's topic, which is regarding none other than our good old friend Kaspa. So if you're looking at the broader market right now, you are once again, so far we haven't seen massive sharp drops for the price of Bitcoin, but you are seeing the broader market reacting to the minor pullback that Bitcoin has seen today. And as I've been saying in my updates on a day-to-day basis, let's not get super excited right now for the overall market. Even though you are seeing quite a bit of green across the board, let's not get super excited. And times like this can really give us that confirmation that hold on, that things are not looking as exciting as of now just yet. But let's take a look at what's happening with Casper right now. Looking at the price of Kaspa on the daily time frame, it's currently down about 1.5%, currently sitting at 17 cents, but we're up about 0.5% in Bitcoin comparative, so that's great to see if we're looking at it from that point of view. As far as its market valuation is concerned, about $4.08 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at $35.7 million. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. But let's take it a step further and really understand what is going on. So if you're looking at the dominance index, and this is the beauty of doing day-to-day analysis, because you can really see what has changed in just the last 24 hours, and we can kind of compare the past few days, the past few weeks to really notice the trend. So that is the beauty of doing day-to-day analysis. And what you are looking at right now is that the dominance went down. We did see the dominance pushing up yesterday. We were back about 55%, but you're finding itself back below 55%. But at the same time, you did see Bitcoin also see a little bit of a minor pullback. So this time around, what you have noticed is not only did the dominance go down, but the price of Bitcoin also went down. So if you are an altcoin holder right now, you want to be smiling at the fact that the dominance actually went down, because if the dominance stayed where it was yesterday, or actually went up and the price of Bitcoin dropped, you would have seen altcoins bleeding once again, which it's still doing just based off of what we have seen for the price of Bitcoin. And you can see what kind of impact it had on the broader market. But it could have been way worse if the price of Bitcoin went down, as well as the dominance actually going up. So the reverse, if that played out, altcoins would have been impacted more negatively. So if we're looking at the price of Bitcoin right now, I really want you guys to understand this. So we did see the price of Bitcoin going up to $59,453 just about 24 hours ago, and we never saw the price of Bitcoin actually breaking above the psychological price point, which is at $60,000. And you guys know the significance of that. We've spoken about this on the channel. We're being supported literally at the 23.6 fib zone. Very, very critical level for the price of Bitcoin. You can make this up. You're literally finding it sitting there. Would be very important for the price of Bitcoin to reclaim within the 23.6 and actually stay within that. I've said this countless of times, because if it's not able to do that, as I've said to you guys before, and I'll say it again, we still have a strong chance that we do retest $53,000 or potentially even go lower. So these are some factors we need to be remembering as far as Bitcoin price is concerned. But let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa. So again, I've said this to you guys before, and I'll say it again. Kaspa is no exception. We know it has shown significant amount of strength over the past few weeks, and pretty much the last 365 days. If you're looking at it even from that point of view, this arguably is one of the best performing assets in the crypto space. So it has come a long way. But even this year alone, it's performing really good against Bitcoin market, against the broader market. It is holding really good. But if Bitcoin goes down a little bit, it's going to react. We've seen several confirmations of that, and right now you can see we're still finding exactly the level that I spoke to you guys about yesterday, the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. That exact same resistance is still coming in our way, and we're seeing Kaspa having a little bit of a hard time actually staying within that range. And of course, some people can come out and say, oh, Crypto ZX, the trading volume is not too high for Kaspa. But let's face it, guys, go back a few weeks ago, Kaspa's trading volume tends to be on the lower end compared to its competitors because of the lack of big centralized exchanges that have this on their platform. Obviously, if the bigger exchanges come in, with the hype factor Kaspa has, would not be surprised if Kaspa has, a huge spike in the trading volume. But as of now, that's not the case. It's still doing quite impressive, numbers in terms of, where it's listed at. And if one of the big boys such as Binance, Huobi, Coinbase comes on, the radar, things can get really exciting for Casper, and that is no secret. But as of now, that's not the case. And again, with low with low volume, and that can cause a lot of price manipulation. We have seen in the past, so it's really, really important for the price of Casper to actually stay within this range. I'm not surprised we're finding a little bit of a hard time breaking into this 38.2. Again, significant amount of resistance, but pay very close attention to Bitcoin. That's what I want you guys to be taking a very close look at, because at the end of the day, if Bitcoin goes into the 60K range, I'm very optimistic that Kaspa does run to the levels that we have been speaking about in the short period. So pay very close attention to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin has a shakeout, goes back to 53,000, we can expect 78.6 February test, believe it or not. I know no one really wants to see that happening, but that is definitely a target that could really come to life once again. So have your stop losses in place if you picked it up, especially in the 78.6, so your profits don't get left behind. But let's see, pay very close attention to Bitcoin. Obviously, remember guys, I'm waiting for the $64,000 to $65,000 price point to actually cross before I start getting excited. But that is it for today's update. We'll see you tomorrow. I've been Crypto ZX, and peace out.